Hi, Sexy Goddesses. Candice here from the Sexy Goddess Way. I help women identify what is in the way of the sexy goddess within by learning to listen to the whispers of your soul. Now, there are many things that can get in the way of hearing those whispers. And the last couple of days, we've discussed decluttering our external environment, the mental environment, and also now your physical body. So we started a 27-day get rid of 27 things a day for 27 days. And yesterday we started 21 days of decluttering or detoxing the physical body. So I'm not going to go too deep into the actual program because my girlfriend Lynette Novelli is creating an awesome cleansing program that helps you get out the feisty, fabulous, and free woman you're meant to be. And we are going to be doing a live Costa Rican trip within this next year to find that sexy goddess and live a feisty, fabulous, and free life. So looking forward to that. So excited. But what we're going to talk about today is emotions. Now, this is literally one of my favorite things to talk about because as a massage therapist, about 90% of the discomfort in a person's body when they come in to see me is from an emotional component. Now, you can be born with an emotion that gets trapped in the body. It can come from the womb at a very young age, or it can get trapped along the way in your life. Now, how an emotion gets trapped is if you are feeling an emotion over a period of time for too long a time. Say, example, you have extreme grief. That grief is coming from the lung meridian in the body. So it doesn't mean that the lung meridian, hey Sue, doesn't mean that the lung is actually going to have some issues. It can create issues over a period of time because the energy flow from the lungs or the meridian, the grief that flows through that meridian can get trapped, but it doesn't always have to be trapped in the lung either. So I'll have somebody, hey Joy, Leanne, you little naughty thing. I'll have a patient come in and they will have a sore shoulder. And you can work on that sore shoulder as often as you like, but if you don't address the emotional component underneath that issue, that shoulder might never get healed. So say, for example, hello Dawn, my sweet friend. Oh my gosh, all these sexy goddesses all around the world. It's awesome. We're talking about trapped emotions in the physical body. Now, say, for example, now this happens a lot. A mom and a dad are having, I love you too, are having emotional issues in their relationship. And maybe at the time your mom was pregnant, in the second trimester, dad decides to leave. So all of a sudden, mom experiences an extreme abandonment issues, obviously over that experience. And as a baby, you come into this world with that emotion, abandonment, trapped in your body. Now, what we do as adults, now this is obviously subconscious, what we do as adults is find events in our life to prove to us that we are right. So now all of a sudden in your life you have many relationships and you are now abandoned every single time in these relationships because underneath it is a conversation that it's going to happen anyway. So you prove to yourself that it's going to happen and you make it happen. Like I said, this is subconscious. So when your physical body shows up with a discomfort or a pain, and a lot of the time, we also create a physical, obviously again it's all energy, a physical metal plate around our heart to protect ourselves because we've been abandoned, we've been hurt so many times. The only way we feel that we can now look after ourselves is creating this barrier. Now, when you have this barrier around you, that's going to prevent you from getting any love in or letting any love out. And over a period of time, in the middle of your back, where the heart area is around T5, that meridian runs down the back, you're going to have the stabbing pain. Now, the stabbing pain, normally there's different types of pain in the body. It can be a bloating, which is a water pain. It can be a stabbing, which is a metal pain. It can be a burning, which is a fire pain. So different elements your pain can come through in a different element. So when you identify your emotion, now you most probably, a lot of you are going to need some support and help with this. But there are techniques that you can use out there that can help you identify that emotion. When did it start? How old were you when it started? Are you willing to let it go? Sometimes we're not willing to let it go and to be free of it because it's comfortable. Now, all of a sudden, which is totally bizarre, but some people don't want to be healed, because if you all of a sudden have this open heart, you still underneath it, unless you deal with it as awesome. Yeah, we are all different. Sue's saying hers is definitely water. Depending on what element you are particularly, I'm an earth element, but a lot of the time my pain will be a burning pain. So when my water is dry in my body, the emotional side, the pain will come up as burning, because the water. Hi Megan, we got some awesome doTERRA girls on here. I am going to be talking about transforming emotions through essential oils, and that is coming up in my my intensive program, the Sexy Goddess Way intensive program. I'm working on it right now, but in the meantime, we are going over emotional pain and identifying it. So there's a Dr. Bradley Nelson, he's awesome. If you Google the emotion chart, and if you can start working on identifying what age and what emotion and what organ that emotion comes from, and just acknowledging it, then that emotion can move through your body with ease. Hello, Miss Lynette. This is my girlfriend, Lynette Novelli, guys. If you are looking for an awesome cleanse, check this girl out, because she is just about to create this awesome, feisty, fabulous, and free program for us women. And we are actually going to be doing a live event in not Bali. We're going to Bali together to create our live event in Costa Rica, and really excited about that. But so just identifying emotions, where did it come from, what age you experienced it, and are you actually willing to let it go? Sometimes you're not ready, and that's okay. And this is a time in our life, hey Lynn, this is a time in our life right now that the energy veil between us and our pure potential is about the thinnest it's been in a long time. But what's happening is we are moving into a different dimension, which is a lot easier and flowing. So if you don't let go of these emotions that are keeping you trapped in this physical body, you're going to experience more pain than normal. So just being willing to acknowledge that maybe the emotion you're experiencing right now is coming from somewhere else, but a lot of the times it will get triggered right now by an experience you're having as an adult. So let's say, for example, I'll talk about an old conversation. I'm not good enough. As an adult, I created, because I don't do it anymore, I created experiences in my life to prove to me that I'm not good enough. So when I went back and identified the age it came from, what the actual emotion was and what organ, and I gave myself an emotion code release treatment, I no longer have that experience maybe as intense as I used to. Sure, we're all going to go through emotional stages in our life where we're still not going to feel good enough, or we're going to be scared to break through old patterns. But if you're willing to identify those emotions and give yourself the time and energy to acknowledge them, they will be released and let go. So you never know where to look on these cameras. But anyway, I think I'm looking in the right spot. I love you guys. Keep decluttering, because we're still doing 27 things for 27 days. Keep doing your lemon water in the morning with your probiotic. 2 juices, 1 juice or 1 smoothie for the next 21 days. And now we're going to identify emotions. So when you spend some time with yourself in the morning, excuse me, check in with yourself. What are you feeling? And is this emotion from present and past, or is it a future emotion? And just acknowledge it and be with it. Because a lot of times if you just be with that emotion, the emotion then dissipates as well. So love you lots. Have a sexy goddess day, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow, and we're going to keep moving through the 9 Essential Whispers Guide. This is part of the program. So if you haven't downloaded yours yet, please go ahead and download it. Share it all with all your sexy girlfriends that you know, and have a sexy goddess day.